Hello ladies and gentlemen, in this video we're going to go over how to use the Entry Sniper trading indicator. This indicator works on crypto, stocks, and forex. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert, anyone can take advantage of this indicator and start making money today. Here we have the indicator on our TradingView chart. We're going to go over the different features and how to use it most effectively, how to confirm your trades, and how to use proper risk management as well. Let's get started. Here we have the buy and the sell signals. We have the long and the short zones, and we also have the trend channel. I'm going to turn off these features one by one so we can go over each and every one of them. First, I turned off the trend channel, and I turned off the buy and the sell signals. So first we're going to start with the long and the short zones. These zones are automatically drawn on your charts, and they serve as areas of support and resistance, or supply and demand. The long zones being the support and the short zones being the resistance. So one of the best ways you can trade is by basically just setting your limit orders to strike when the price hits either one of the zones. So you set a limit order to buy over here at, like, for example, 28,760, and you set your limit order to short at around $30,000. This lets you work away from the charts. So you can basically set your orders to open and walk away from the computer, and you can be rest assured that these orders will trigger when the prices hit these zones. Also, these zones are automatically generated on the chart. It doesn't matter what pair you're looking at, whether it's Bitcoin, gold, or any stock or forex currency, or any time frame. So I'm going to go through, we're on the 15-minute Bitcoin time frame right now. So if I click the 30-minute, you see they're drawn here, 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 and here. Or I could even go to the daily, and you can get a more macro look at where you can place your longs or where you can place your shorts. You can basically view these as areas where to buy and areas where to sell. Now we're back on the Bitcoin 15-minute chart, and I'm going to turn off the long and the short zones, and I'm going to turn on the trend channel. The trend channel basically shows you which direction the market has been going in on the currently selected time frame. And so what a lot of traders like to do is you can basically trade this range, meaning you can long or buy when the price is at the bottom of the channel, or short or sell when the price is at the top of the channel. So basically you would be buying here, selling here, buying here, and then waiting for the price to rebound towards the top of the channel. And this also works across different time frames and pairs. So if I go down even to the 1 minute, you can see right here, you'd be selling, buying, selling, etc. Generally, if I see the trend going in a downward direction like this, I'm only going to be placing trades in the direction of the trend. So I'm only going to look for shorts when the price hits the top of the trend channel. Okay, now we're once again back on the Bitcoin 15-minute chart, and this time we're only displaying the buy and the sell signals. Typically, I don't like following these blindly, so you're going to have to learn how to use them together with both the long and the short zones and the trend channel to best maximize and confirm your trades. The best way to use these if you're a beginner is just by using them to set alerts. So basically you'd get a notification on your phone as to when you should buy or when you should sell. But these are better used when trading spot. You don't want to do that when you're trading leverage. Okay, now we have everything turned back on. And now I'm going to show you how to use all of these together. Basically, you only want to take buy signals when the price is at or close to the long zone. This lets you confirm your trades. This is like two indicators telling you right now is a good time to buy or long. And you can see how it plays out. Buy signal in the long zone, ride it all the way up, take profits when the price touches the short zone, and wait for the next sell signal. Sell signal comes over here, ride it all the way down, take profits in the long zone, and start waiting for a buy signal or place a limit order in the long zone. Okay, I've zoomed in a little bit to the trend channel so we can learn how to trade within this range. One thing you're going to realize as you start trading, and especially if you use the buy and the sell signals, is the signals don't always come when you're at or close to either one of the zones. Obviously, it's better when the signals come close to here or here, but you'll also find that sometimes they're going to come in the center. So when that happens, we're going to use the trend channel to trade. So if you get a buy signal that's at or close to the bottom of the trend channel, you can take that trade and then take profit when you get the next signal or when you reach the top of the trend channel. If you get a signal that comes in the center of the channel, you can ignore those. The trend channel works very well for confirming whether it's a good trade or not. And so that's why we only want to take signals that are close to the bottom or close to the top of the channel. And even better when occasionally you're going to see that the trend channel lines up with the long and the short zones. Now let's go back a little bit and look at the different settings that you can adjust within Entry Sniper. By clicking over here on the gear icon next to the name, you get the settings window pop up. Here you can change the value, which is the sensitivity of the buy and the sell signals. The lower the number, the more sensitive. The higher the number, the less sensitive. Let's change the value from a 2 to a 5, and you're going to see what it does to the signals on the chart. So as you can see, it filters out a lot of the signals. But what you're going to have to learn and kind of test out is that different settings work better on different time frames and pairs. So for example, since we're on the Bitcoin 15-minute chart right now, the value of 5 doesn't look too good over here. But if we change that to a 2, you see we get better signals. And so let's take a look at, for example, the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. Look at this perfect buy signal that came in over here. So now let's adjust the signals again. Let's move it up to, let's say, 4. And look at that. It filtered out all the bad signals over here and leaves only the most optimal signals for this particular pair and time frame. Another added feature to Entry Sniper that I'd like to talk about are these little lines, little gray lines that you see on the chart. And these are areas that acted as support and resistance. So when you're placing your trades, you can look to these as reference. And what I like to do is using this tool over here, the horizontal line, let's click it. I like to mark these areas on higher time frames. Kind of like that, like that. And when you mark these areas over here on a higher time frame, you're still going to see them on lower ones. So let's go back to the 15-minute, and you could see these areas that we marked. So using these areas as reference, let's say you catch a really good sell signal over here and you want to ride it for maximum profits. So you take the sell signal, you could basically take this all the way down and take profits at this price over here. That's not always going to happen, but if you're a person that likes to swing trade and trade on a longer time frame, you can find added benefits by doing this, trading with this particular strategy.